Hey guys, it's Maymay, and before you say it, I know this is a video that's probably best put over on my Product Parade channel. However, so many of you guys don't follow me on Product Parade. I don't know why. Please go subscribe. I'll put the link for you guys in here. But so many of you don't follow me over there, and so many of you have been asking us to get this tool in. I've had so many emails about this guy. I didn't even know it existed until your emails came in. And so I thought, okay, I'm bringing this to the regular channel today, and we're going to take a look at it. So here's what this is. This is the We Are Memory Keepers Crop-A-Dile Multi-Punch. Not to be confused with all the other Crop-A-Diles. This one's called the Multi-Punch. That's where I got confused. People were asking me to get the Crop-A-Dile, and I'm like, we have the Crop-A-Dile, but we didn't have the Multi-Punch. So this thing is a serious tool. Okay, first I want to say, wow, these handles and these grips. Let me see if you can see this. It's soft and squishy and feels great on the hand. But what this tool is it is multiple sizes of circles that can punch for you. And apparently it can punch through lots of different fabrics or lots of different materials as well. For example, paper, chipboard, felt, fabric, thin tin, leather, plastic, and foam sheets. Now I have several things for us to test today. We're going to test out what we can. There's a few I don't have, but I do know that I have punched through those things with my old Crop-A-Dile, my big bite that I have. So we'll see how this does on what I do have today. So the sizes you can do are 1/16, 1/8, 3/16, 1/4, and 5/16. Do you see how easy that movement is? Look at this, like so easy, watch. Super easy. So all my friends who have hand dexterity issues, this is awesome, right? Okay, the other thing that I like about it is it's easy to read. They did a dark color on this white, and it's actually printed so we can see it really well. Now, I have not had a 1/16 punch ever, and I've always wanted one, so I'm excited about that. But how cool is it to have one tool and all of these different circles that we can use? Let's punch something. I do see something that is a con for me, but I don't really know how they could have fixed it. So I'm going to show you what I don't love. And I'm trying to, it's again, one of those, I promise there won't be 3 videos about this tool, but it's one of those things where I feel like I might be doing something wrong, but let me show you. Do you see these lines here? There's a 1/2 inch, a 3/4, and a 1 inch. I'm pretty sure the only way to punch your depth is by lining your paper up to those lines. Now, you think that's not that big of a deal, Maymay, you should be able to handle that. But if I'm holding it in one hand and I'm lining it up in the other, especially if I'm doing it on camera for you guys to see, because I have to look at it myself, it's really hard for me to get that lined up, honestly. So like 1/2 inch, 3/4, and then 1 inch. And I don't know that I'm going to be very good at that. I thought I might have it in the wrong spot, but you have to get it through there. You have to get it between there. And I don't know. Let's just look at it. I'm going to send this down 1 inch in, and this is just cardstock. This is what we punch all the time. So there's my little punch. I wanted to hold that to show you. There's what it looks like when it comes out, and there's that hole. Look how huge that is. I love the size of that. Let's go on and go over and go right next to it and do the 1/4 inch punch. Look at that. That is so nice. Where did my piece go? It's still in there. That's so nice to have those options of big old holes like that. Let's go to the 3/16. This guy is nice and sturdy, and I do feel like he'll do a lot of materials. We're going to look. There's your 3/16. Let's do 1/8. And I am doing it one-handed. I mean, it's not hard to do. It's a little heavy on the top. It's a little top heavy, but that's not a big deal. And then the 1/16. Look at this guy. Love that tiny hole. Love it. You'd be surprised where you need that little tiny hole. In my lifetime, I have wished I had one of those tiny hole punches. I'll tell you where this is perfect. If you're an earring maker and you want to make your earring cards, that's the perfect size for your earring cards. You know who you are. You know who I'm talking to. All right, that is cardstock. This is not your mama's cardstock. Let's try it in here. Let's try it with that 1/16. I am going to use both hands. Oh gosh, did not need to. That went through like butter. Y'all want me to say that right? That went through like butter. Oh my goodness. Look at that. And this is, if you've ever had not your mama's cardstock, this is thick stuff. It actually feels like it goes through this better than the thin stuff. Really, honestly. And then let's go through here. And then lastly, the 5/16. Look at that. That was easy through there. I'm really surprised by that. Okay, the next thing I have for us to go through is, how about some vellum? You might think, yeah, but vellum is so thin. Why would you go through vellum? Well, here's the deal. I have hole punches that are not very sharp and are not very good, and they tear my vellum. They tear my vellum, or they give me that white mark. See that white mark right there? Or they give me that white mark. So let's see what this one does. So let's do the big one first. 5/16, like nothing. Like there's nothing in there. Let's do the next one. Here's your 1/4. The next one, 3/16. This is so good. The next one, 1/8. Now, I will tell you this. If you need to be an inch in, that's easy to do. That inch is easy to get to, and I can line those up pretty straight. Look at that. That's really good. But having to get those other distances is going to be a little harder on you. This is plastic packaging. It's actually the packaging this came in. I thought we'd try this one because it did say plastic. So let's put this little guy in on the 1/16. Oh my goodness. Nothing to that, guys. Nothing. I'm telling you, if you make earrings with like your Cricut, or if you make those leather earrings or what have you, you need this guy. You need it. Let's go with the 1/8. That was a little stiffer, but not really bad. But it went through there. 3/16. It shot across the room. Let's go 1/4. Ooh, now that was firmer. I had to get a hold of that one, but it cut it perfectly. And let's try 5/16. Wonder if that's just because of more surface area. Yeah. So there's the bigger hole. But still, guys, nothing to that. It was super easy to do. That is a pretty cool tool. All right, let's see what else we can punch through. Probably the most important for me is my thick chipboard. This is the thick guy that I use for my mini albums and things. And I already use my other hole punches, my crocodiles, for this. And I just want to see if this will work as well. This 5/16. Okay, first thing is my thick chipboard does fit in. That was one thing I wasn't sure about, but it does. This 5/16 makes me think it's going to be kind of hard. Let's just see. So let's hold this in here, and I'm going to use both hands. I don't need to. Oh my goodness. I'm going to do that again. Look, I did not need both hands. Look, so easy, guys. This is a great one. And then let's try the 1/4. One-handed. You don't need both hands. This is very important because I've had a lot of you guys tell me that having to use both hands to punch these things is a little bit of a struggle. Look at that. So easy. So easy. Let's do this last one. Oh my goodness. And that's my thickest chipboard that I have. Y'all know I use this for mini albums. Love it. All right, I have one more thing. Now, it actually says it will do, well, I have a couple more. It says it'll do leather, felt, and foam. I'm going to try it with some foam. I don't think this is even going to be, it's not even a thought. It's easily going to go through foam. This is just some fun foam that I have in my stash. There's nothing to that. That's like literally, oh, I didn't go all the way down. You have to make sure you squeeze all the way through. I got too excited. This is literally like punching butter. If you ever want to punch butter, there you go. All right, the next thing I wanted to try, and this is the last thing I've got to try. It says it will punch fabric. I don't have any fabric. Let me get these little holes out. I don't have any fabric here in my stash at work right now. I cleaned all that out recently, believe it or not. But what I do have, and I'm interested to know if it'll work, is ribbon. Now, it didn't tell me ribbon, and I'm kind of pushing it, but I thought, you know what? If it'll do fabric, I wonder if it'll do ribbon. So let's just see. So this is grosgrain. I'm just going to turn this over here on its side like this so you guys can see it. I'm going to do it on the non-pattern side, and I think I'll try the 1/4 inch. All right, let's see what it'll do. Okay, I felt like it tore a little bit and it didn't punch completely. And remember, it did not tell me that it would. It told me fabric. It didn't tell me ribbon. So that's grosgrain. Let's try this little guy that is like a little, I don't know, a tightly woven fabric. Let's try that one and see what it'll do. Not that you may ever use this, but just to see. That one did not work well. Again, a tightly woven fabric, and it does not tell me it will do it. It does not tell me. I just wanted to show y'all. So I feel like my answer to this one is definitely not. This is a satin, a white satin ribbon, and we might as well test it. Same size, the 1/4 inch. No, not going to work on my ribbon. Let me jam it so y'all don't have to, right? Not going to work on ribbon. That's okay, or at least not on the ones I have, satin or grosgrain. It says fabric. It did not say ribbon. I just wanted to test it out. Y'all know I tend to do that. But here's what I will tell you. You get 5 hole punches with one tool. And I love that I don't have to avoid. Let me show you what I mean by this. You know, sometimes you'll have a hole punch that if you punch one hole, it's going to punch everything else that shows too. It doesn't do that. I don't have to avoid those holes. I do like that. So there you go, guys. This is the multi-punch from We Are. We do have this in store. And yes, I know this video should have been on Product Parade, but until I get you guys over there and get you all subscribed, you missed this stuff. So head over to my Product Parade channel and subscribe. And also, today is Saturday, the day we are having our open house. So you'll see me again. I'm going to do a live video today. So I'll give you 2 videos so that way you can understand why I'm doing this one for you, because this is a good one. You need to see this one. If you're doing your Christmas list, this is a good one to go on it. I'll have this link for you guys in the description below. And thanks so much for watching. Talk to you again next time. Bye-bye.